Do you need help with the problem?
A math problem?
It's okay. Don't be alarmed.
We are your fairy godmothers, and we're here to help you.
Just follow our instructions and you won't be late for your quiz.
First, open your bag and you will find the magic spell book. Using it, we will guide you down the shortest path.
Now open it to page 221.
To find the shortest path from South Gate, you will need a graph with vertices and edges that connect the vertices.
Specifically, a weighted graph where the edges have assigned weights. In this case, the weight is the number of seconds it takes to travel between the vertices.
We will create a path that starts at the Southgate vertex and ends at the bookstore vertex. We will get the length of the path by adding the weights of its edges.
But to get the shortest path, we will be using Dijkstra's algorithm.
First things first, we are at Southgate. This will be the initial vertex, so its label is 0. In fact, we are so sure it's 0, we can put it in a box to show that it's a permanent label.
From the south gate, we can go to two other vertices, Brother Conan, which is 60 seconds away, or past the amphitheater, which is 50 seconds away. We give them temporary labels 60 and 50, respectively. Since 50 is the smallest number, the amphitheater is permanently labeled 50.
Now, there are two temporary labels to choose from. 60 is the smaller one, so it becomes a permanent label. Brother Conan Hall is 20 seconds away from the bookstore. Adding 60 and 20 produces a new temporary label, 80, which is smaller than 92.
We're looking for the shortest path, so 92 is replaced with 80. The bookstore is now permanently assigned this label.
Therefore, the shortest path from the south gate is through Brother Conan Hall.
This will take 80 seconds or over 1 minute.
Don't worry, we know the fastest way to get to STRC.
Start at the store, which has a permanent label of 0. And from here, we go to the Central Plaza, which has a travel time of 30 seconds. Since it's the only path from the store, it has a permanent label of 30.
From Central Plaza, we have possible two paths. There's CADS and SJ Hall, both of which are 35 seconds away, so they have the exact same value for their temporary label, which is 65. Since they are equal, we can choose either one for the next permanent label.
From CADS, there are two possible destinations, Velasco Hall and there's Blomen Hall. They are both 35 seconds away from CADS, which gives them a temporary label of 100.
Now, we have three temporary values, two 100s and a 65. Since 65 is the smallest number, it becomes permanently labeled value.
There are two destinations from SJ Hall, Blomen Hall, which is 25 seconds away, and St. Miguel, which is 40 seconds away.
We assign them the temporary label 85 and 105 respectively. Thus, replace the temporary label of Blomen with 85 since it's the smaller number. 85 is also the smallest temporary label, so this makes it the next permanent label in our graph.
Agnegate is 37 seconds from Blomen, which gives it a temporary label of 122. Out of our three temporary labels, 100 is the smallest.
Velasco Hall is 35 seconds from the Agno Gate, which makes its temporary label 135. 135 is bigger than 122, so that label remains unchanged.
Now, St. Miguel has the smallest temporary label of 105. However, St. Miguel is 37 seconds from Agnogate, which makes a temporary value of 142. This is also larger than 122, so that label is still unchanged.
And finally, Agnegate is 60 seconds away from STRC building, which makes it 182 seconds or just over 3 minutes away from the bookstore.